Are you ready to learn the easiest belay sequence on the aerial silks? Hi, my name is Laurie. Welcome back to my channel. I teach beginning aerial silks and flexibility classes in New York City. I am filming this at Body and Pole. Definitely come take in-person classes with us sometime. Anyway, this is the easiest way to make a belay in the aerial silks. Literally anyone could do this. Even if you've never touched a silk before, technically you can do this off the ground. For the sake of today's video, I will be demoing it twice, once close to the ground, once a bit higher off the ground, so I can show you guys how to properly get out of it. All right, let's get started. All right, as said, we are starting close to the ground. If you are brand new to silks, you can start by just stepping on one of your silks. But if you know how to put a figure 8 footlock on, we are going to start by putting one on from the ground. Also, while I'm demoing this in slow motion, if you like aerial silks tutorials or flexibility classes, please hit the like and subscribe button with the notification bell on. It's hard for me to get these tutorials to you. I have to beg, borrow, and steal for space. So any love that you can give me would be super appreciated. Once you have that footlock tied, step on up. My right foot is locked, so I'm trapping the tail or loose end of the silks in my left armpit. I'm grabbing the live end of the silks or the tight end of the silks with both hands as I slightly tip towards the locked foot side. That helps me stay more stable as I release my right hand and use it to pull the tail of the silks between the live end of the silks and my human body. Now I have a big loop in the silks. I dive that same hand that just pulled it through the middle to grab the tail of the silks that is draped across my lap and pull it through the loop. Once it's through, I place it over my head and then over my shoulder. I need to get it through both shoulders. So as soon as it's over one side, I use that hand to hold the live end of the silks as I get my other arm over that loop. So just give it a watch as I regrip and see, I just use my arm to get that silks over my shoulder. Now, you want to make sure your loop is of decent size. You don't want to feel too squished or squashed. Before you release your hand from the live end of the silks, you must have a hand on the tail. My left hand is now holding the tail, and then I can release that other hand, lean back. If you feel like your loop is too tight, you can kind of wiggle, jiggle using that hand on the tail to make a bigger loop. I love to kind of cross my free leg over the locked leg and do a little back bend, be a diva. I love this shape. Isn't it pretty, you guys? Now, we did this too close to the ground to get out properly. And I definitely recommend, if this was confusing to you, you continue to do it close to the ground until it is solid in your body. But to get out for now, we'll come on up, re-grab the live end of the silks, and just kick that footlock off. Pa-pow! And then from there, you can pose for a second if you want. This is another shape. It looks a lot better higher up in the air. But to get out for now, you can literally just step down on the ground or hopefully your mat and then wiggle yourself out of there. All right, what do you say we try it a little higher up? I'm going to go through the meat of the sequence a little faster this time. But when it's time to get out, I will tell you how to get out if there was no floor close to your feet. So this time, give yourself a little height, put that footlock on, come on up. Trap the silks in your armpit, tip to the side, use your hand to pull the silks between the live end and your human body, reach through the loop, grab the tail, bring it back over your head and shoulders, make sure you get both shoulders. Before you grab the tail, start leaning back, make sure you make a decent sized loop. And then as long as you are holding that tail, you can lean back. Don't worry, I know I'm in an awful position for you. I'm kind of spinning myself for a better angle. So here we are, pose, 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 pose. Then when you're ready to get out, come back up. If that loop is tight, make sure you wiggle jiggle yourself a little extra space. Kick that footlock off. Now, oh my God, it looks so cool. Pose, pose, pose. But when you are ready to get out, you're basically going to take both silks and tie a footlock back on one of your feet. It doesn't really matter which one. Then you're going to kneel over the footlock and wiggle jiggle your body out of there. Now you're going to have a tight end of the silks and a loose end of the silks. You're just going to pull at that loose end until it pops free. Then you're going to kick your footlock off. Everything might be a little uneven, but that's okay. Rewrap to basic and it'll all sort itself out. So listen, you guys, I'm going to shut up and show it one more time in the air at regular speed, just in case you need to see it. Here we go. And that's it. That's the sequence. Before I leave you guys, I just need to re-emphasize, never let go of that tail when you're in the belay. That is what's keeping you up. Okay, just had to say that. So that's all I have for you today. Please let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Once again, also hit the like and subscribe button with the notification bell on. And remember, I sub classes at Body and Pole. Keep an eye out for me in the schedule. I would love to teach you all, especially if you're new to aerial silks and visiting New York City. It is such a fun thing to do. That's all for now. Until the next time, I hope you all have a fit and fabulous day. Bye-bye.